Yo, what up boys, you can just put me in the background, you don't have to actually watch the video. So, I've been gone for a while, I went to Prague, I wasn't able to talk about the things that were happening, but I'm gonna make a short video about it. And the first thing that I want to talk about is digital ID in the UK being mandatory. I have a pseudo skeleton of a transcript right here, so allow me to read it. I'm sorry about that. I don't have a teleprompter like Donald Trump had at the UN speech. Even if I had it, I wouldn't be able to use it because it was fucked up. But mandatory digital ID scheme requiring citizens and permanent residents to carry digital identity credentials by 2029. Initially to verify eligibility for employment and later to access public services. Digital ID is something that is in Romania as well. And I was like, what are the perks of this? What are the benefits of this? So as a normal human being, instead of doing Googling it and whatever, because Google is shit, I just asked ChatGPT. And I asked it, what is the point to that? And here are the main perks. Online government services, you can access things like paying taxes, checking social contributions, healthcare records, or signing official forms. Digital signatures, you can legally sign contract forms, which is both of these I find, except for the paying taxes thing, I find both of these redundant. Faster bureaucracy, this will never happen. Cross-border use, thanks to EU regulations, your Romanian digital ID can be recognized in other EU countries for services like university enrollment, job application, or opening bank accounts. This is a big W, I feel like, but hold on, there's some cons too. Security. It's usually tied to strong authentication, making it more secure than just a password. And convenience. Instead of managing multiple logins for different governments or even private platforms like banks or utilities, you can often log in with your EID, which is redundant. What is the point to it? The point is mainly for streamlined interactions with the state, reducing paperwork. That is very good. The problem is, isn't just a picture of my driver's license or my ID enough? Isn't that just plainly enough? Now, when I ask the cons, privacy worries, centralized IDs make it easier for the state or whoever controls the infrastructure to track, data breaches, technical dependence. If the servers go down, this is okay, this is a what if, so the government officials will not take it seriously. Exclusion, not everyone has tech literacy, this is okay, boomers, calm the fuck down. Trust in government, this is the big one. You're relying on a state, and sometimes private contractors to secure your data and not misuse it. Anyway, potential for function creeps. At first it's just for taxes and health records. Later it could be pushed for things like transport tickets, digital wallets, even voting. I will say this, I am not one of those people that is anti-EID. I'm not oh my god, that is the mark of the devil. That is Leviathan cross. Oh my god, you're gonna damn yourself. Oh my god. And by the way, there's speak of the rapture too, which is I'm going over to Prague. And I go on TikTok and these people are going crazy, bro. Anyway, oh my god, bro. But anyway, what do I think of it? I think of it as a inevitability. Everything is so digitalized, there is no way we will not have ID be digitalized. Let's be for real. It will get data breaches, they will spy on you as they always do. I find it redundant at this point. 2029, up until 2029 in the UK, I feel like it should be not mandatory. I think the sole purpose of these EIDs should be convenience. If you want it, you can get it. But for it to be mandatory, I find it ridiculous. Do we really think that the government bureaucracy will get better with this and the speed and efficiency will get better with this? Sure, but they could also do it in other ways, which do not put your privacy in jeopardy. Let's go to the next point. Albania has an AI minister, Diela. It's called Diela. It's a literal AI minister, bro.
Unë nuk jam këtu për t'i zëvendësuar njerëzit, por për t'i ndihmuar ata.
Not of chromosomes, of flesh or blood. The latest addition to the Parliament of Albania is not a human but an AI bot.
Albania has named an AI avatar, Diela, as a virtual minister tasked with overseeing public procurement and corruption prevention. A first in a global governance. W. I keep saying this, I'm gonna say this till the day that I die. Ultron is the thing that we need to make. We need to make a suit around the world. The sole reason why we cannot have a utopia is because of people.
Like that's not how the TMV! Like that's not how the fucking book works! Holy shit, like you were right!
Oh, scarcity. There is enough resources for all of us to live lavish lives. Scarcity. Scarcity. We could take the 8 billion or 9 billion or whatever, 6 billion, whatever the new number that they made. We can take all of those people, and if we split it evenly, kind of like communists wanted to do that, if we split it evenly, everybody would be living lavishly. We just can't do that because of arbitrary means. Kind of like the thing with the diamonds, where they're like intentionally taking it, they're intentionally hoarding it and monopolizing it so that they can make the diamond seem as this very, very precious stone. Meanwhile, it's like dirt cheap. You can like procure it very easily, even create it synthetically. I will not delve too deep into that. AI Minister, huge W, very good, very good. China de-ages monkeys. They have basically, let me just read this. Chinese researchers have genetically engineered stem cells capable of reversing multiple signs of aging. They have basically created cells that resist age-related decline without tumor formation. So basically, as we get older, cancer is like unavoidable. It will just happen to you. Whether it be prostate cancer, whether it be skin cancer, whether it be whatever, cancer is inevitable. It's the corruption of your own DNA. It is what it is. They just go rogue and they make lumps. That's why sometimes you find like in cysts and cancers, you find like teeth, hair, whatever. It's literal like cells like going like, you know, like the zombie apocalypse. There's nothing you can do about it. But if they use stem cells, which is basically like the scaffolding, like they basically instruct in the utero, this happens. They send like the mother sends these cells to the umbilical cord. If they can somehow make these cells like de-age you, basically reconstruct your body back, it's good. But at the same time, how will we handle DNA degeneration? Because, you know, DNA, it's shortens. It's like, oh, I forgot what it's actually. It's like a fucking, it's a ribbon. It's like a ribbon. So it's like a ribbon, and it just gets shorter and shorter and shorter until you cannot live anymore. That's why like mutants like Wolverine could not be possible. Jellyfish do like they make themselves like babies again. They like go reverse aging. If we're gonna figure that out, it's really good. Also, axolotls have like the regeneration thing. It's basically like they can completely regenerate their limbs, whatever, which is also very good. But this is very, very experimental. I don't know if we in our lifetime will see this. Maybe, hopefully. 250 state legislators went to Israel. They traveled all the way to Israel to participate in the 50 states One Israel conference, sponsored by the Israeli government. Now, look, I know you guys have been keeping up with your Instagram reels, so I know you guys are like giga noticing, but I don't know. I don't understand why. Like, how can I put this? I go and I see every single human being, every single person that I see on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, all of these people, they're so anti-Israel. I don't anti-Zionism. I don't want to talk about this too much because Netanyahu will get me, but I do not understand how these people just come, like, they just spawn in the US government and in a lot of governments. Like, even our president is like, he's very pro-Israel, which is very weird, but it is what it is, since he's like kind of leftist, but it is what it is. I don't know how this happens, but it happens, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Trump had a UN speech that was very controversial. For this one, I don't have notes because these ones are right here. So he talked about he talked about a lot of stuff, about immigration, about the Russia provocation in NATO airspace. And basically what he talked about is that the public experiment of immigration has got to stop. We need to protect our borders, which I 100% agree with. I do not understand since when has illegal immigration been seen as this necessity. Like, how are we advocating pro-illegal immigration? Illegal, just in the name itself, illegal. It is not legal. You are a criminal just by doing it. You, by default, you are a criminal if you're doing it. I do not understand this, and I'm not talking about the random Asian dude that is like doing like Bolt or like Uber. I'm not talking about him, or like the guy that flees from I don't know what country because it's like the currency, his local currency and his economy is like went to shit. Like, he works over here, he like does like 5 or 6 deliveries for Glovo or like Uber Eats or whatever you guys have, and he makes like a month's salary worth in his country. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the rapists, the anti-Europeanists, the anti-Christians, the anti-whatever that are coming over here. They are violent. They cannot be subjected to the laws, similar to what happened in Germany whenever that that American kid got stabbed in the face by an illegal migrant that was also on drugs, and he was let out the next day or that same day, 12 hours if I remember correctly. I'm not very good with the memory, but 12 hours after that incident, because apparently they cannot subject him to Germany laws, even though he's on Germany's ground. Ridiculous. Anyway, this is one occasion, but what I want to say to a lot of left-leaning people is that statistics are relative. No matter how much you say that, oh my god, like most of the people committing crimes are the people of that nationality, like let's say you're in Poland, most Polish, the people that commit most crimes are Polish. Yeah, but they're like millions compared to thousands. Statistics are relative. If I tell you that a company laid off 1,000 people, you go, oh my god, that's a lot of people, 1,000 people without jobs. But then I tell you that they have 200,000 employees, you go, oh, okay, it's 0.2%. Oh, this one company laid off 200 people, but they have 500 employees. Oh my god, now that's a huge number. Statistics are relative. I don't, like, why do I need to explain this, bro? It's basic math. Anyway, just so y'all don't nitpick on me, I did a calculation right here. It's 0.5%. 1,000 is 0.5% of 200,000. You'll have to forgive me. I haven't done math in a long time. I was like over there like, fuck, like how the fuck do you not know this? Move on to the next subject. I just didn't want people to nitpick at me, okay? I learned percentages, bro, and I knew them in high school. Even whenever like our math teacher was like we were in like accountant classes, these people knew how to do matrices, integrals, and all of these like fancy stuff, you know, but they didn't know how to do basic percentages, which I found laughable. Like these are our future bank clerks and accountants. There they are. They don't know what 10% is of 120, which is 12. You know, crazy, bro. They don't know how to move a zero. A lot of people, it's like a World War 3 scare has been going on since 2020. It's 2025, almost 2026, and I feel like Putin just cannot sit his ass down. I swear to God. Will there be a third world war? I don't think so. If a third world war was ever to happen, I think that it would not be direct. It would be them like doing the mosquito shit on us, basically like making us infertile through chemicals or like poisoning the wells. By the wells, I mean like the actual tap water and stuff like that to basically make you infertile. COVID, I feel like that's the type of like, you know, like chemical, biological. I feel like if World War 3 is ever to come, it will not be very direct. It will not be put on in the history books. I feel like it will be like very behind the scenes, very treacherous is what I would call it. It would not be the samurai way, straight up. It would be treacherous. It would be behind closed doors. It would be, you know, Putin just cannot sit his ass down. And I feel like he's just bitch testing us, NATO. And NATO, I'm going to be honest, they turned out to be a bitch. Why do I say this? These people, oh, make your meetings. Oh, let's make 10 meetings, 10 discussions, 10 TV appearances instead of acting. Putin was like, okay, so it takes you a week to get your people together and to have like a conclusion out of this. Noted. It is what it is. I'm exaggerating a bit, but we were bitch tested and we failed. Anyway, Nepal overthrew their governments, W governments. They got overthrown by a Discord server, and there they voted the new prime minister, which is a lady, which is something new over there apparently. Very big W's. I feel like we should all learn from Nepal. I keep saying this. We are God in the society. The people, the hive mind of the society is the actual God. Everything that you see around you, including YouTube, including the governments, it is all because we as a society choose for it to be there. Let us say that I suddenly Unity from Rick and Morty, you know, I just took over everybody's minds, like almost everybody but the governments and the politicians and whatever, and I just stopped listening to them, shit would change. That's what Nepal did. They just got enough people to be on the same wavelength, and they overthrew their government. And this is gonna be, I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat here, but I feel like our governments know exactly how far they can go over the line in the sand, how many micrometers, how much they can go over the line in the sand until we cause a revolt. They know this. I feel like they know it perfectly. Like, think about this. Like, if you gathered like all of these supercomputers to like just generate one prompt of, let's say you generate every single circumstance of the people, every single circumstance to the most minute detail, you get all of these like supercomputers to think about that, even for a few seconds, I feel like they already did it. All of this technology, drones, you're like, oh my god, look at this in 2016, look at this drone films in 4K, and it runs over, like, they had this in 1970 or 80, I forgot exactly. Like, drones have been a thing for so long. Now you go, oh my god, ChatGPT is so good, oh my god. They've had ChatGPT for years, broski. It's just that it was not up to the public. It was not open to the public. This shit has been figured out for quite some time. And do you not think that they would use it to like make like hyper-specific like future renditions of up-and-coming events, or like the reaction to certain events of the people? I would think so. Think about this. ChatGPT, the ChatGPT 5.0, is the equivalent of a university professor, if I remember correctly. Like, that's the... But let's say it's not. Let's say it's a university student. Let's be generous with it. Let's underestimate it. If this is true, think about, like, this is for you. This is for you. This is for you using it for free. I mean, for free. You're giving the data to the Jew. You're giving your data away. That wasn't actual. That was intentional, and it was a joke. You're giving your data away, and it's not for free. Hold on, where was I? Yeah. Anyway, bro. This is your model that you get by basically almost doing nothing, you know, just allowing the Chinese Communist Party to spy on you, or Israel. No, I'm gonna stop. I'm actually joking, boys. I'm not serious. This is basically this is the bottom feeder, like, deal, and you're getting it for free, basically. Think about the supercomputers gathered together. Instead of giving you like prompts, instead of like generating you Polaroid images with your younger self, you get like, or Chun-Li AI futa porn, you get like fucking like perfect renditions of Earth and its politics and economical, political situation, whatever Jaden Smith said. They know perfectly. And I feel like Nepal's government didn't have access to this knowledge, unfortunately, because they would not be overthrown if they did. Anyway, let's get into some more beautiful news. Not any more of this bad stuff. So I'm just gonna read this. I'm sorry, I know I'm not looking at the camera like really well, but it is what it is. It's a habit that I have to break out of. NASA has accelerated the date of Artemis II. Artemis. What do you even call that? It's Artemis. Second acceleration date, like it's been moved up. It's been advanced to February. The Feb 2026. Jesus fucking Christ, what is wrong with me? This would be the first time humans have traveled beyond low Earth orbit since the Apollo 17 mission in 1972. The mission is expected to last about 10 days, testing Orion's system in deep space without landing on the moon. So it's basically gonna orbit, like take like beautiful pictures, you know, like selfies, like, hey yo, look, space, W's, flat earthers, there you are, there, you are not true. And they'll be like, oh, more CGI, oh, look at what Checkpick can do with Blender, look at the porn that he can generate. Of course they can generate fucking planets and stuff like that. It's AI, it's CGI and AI, you know. By the way, Checkpick is elite ball knowledge. If you know, you know. And I should be this funny at the beginning of the videos. I'd probably get more views. ChatGPT is very free. It's very free. Anyway, there was this one guy, bro, that he like plotted like some like murder or something. I forgot exactly, and he like talked to ChatGPT about it. What's next, bro? David is gonna be like, so how do I kidnap Celeste and put her in the trunk of my Tesla? On ChatGPT is like his personal therapist, and ChatGPT is like, okay, Netanyahu, hey yo, come over. There he is. Netanyahu, there he is. And then Netanyahu is like, there it is. That man right there. If he wasn't black, I would like him. Netanyahu is gonna be like, we see on the same wavelength. We besties for life. But I have to put you in jail though, because you know you are a public figure and you're not a politician like me, so you cannot kill. You cannot do that without public repercussions, Prevsky. You cannot hide behind it. By the way, we need to see those Epstein files, Trump. Those Epstein files have got to be crazy, bro. Take care of yourselves. Have a nice day.